Sorry.
You're good. Welcome in, folks. Welcome in. Thank you all so much for being here. The long-awaited sequel to the One Shot, which is actually going to be a whole-ass campaign. I am your host, DMDM. You might know me as Derek, the guy who runs a lot of the background stuff here on the channel. I am going to be your Dungeon Master for the coming however long this campaign runs for, and I am so excited to be here with my fellow cast members and crew of our ship. Let's get introductions rolling out. Folks, tell the people at home who you are, what you do, where you can be found, and who you're playing. Let's just go around in a circle. Natalie, start us off.
Okay. I'm Natalie, and I'm playing Suna, the Fearbold cleric. And yeah, I'll let you guys meet her as we play through the campaign. You can find me here on Derek's channel pretty much every Saturday, and on Twitter at LidSoSoBeans.
Awesome. Thank you for being here. Much appreciated, baby, as always. Mash.
I'm Mashashi. I'm on Twitter as Mashashi Cosplay, though. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. I also write for a magazine called Treat Your Geek, which is coming out with a new issue soon. I play Ruby, who is a dwarf druid. She's been in 2 one-shots set in this world so far. And she is putting aside her chivalrous past to become a pirate. So yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Can't wait for that. Thank you for being here, Mash. Much appreciated as always. Super excited. Will, my homie, what's good?
Yeah, I'm Will, or the Brent Coin. I'm playing Autry Reed today, better known as Speed. Definitely looking forward to some pirate shenanigans, and I'm glad to be back on the channel. It's going to be really fun.
Hell yeah. I'm so glad to have you back on the channel, man. We've really missed you. I know I sure have, and I know a lot of the homies that we normally play with sure have as well. Thank you for being here. And Vincent, not the first time on the channel, but first time being on a campaign on the channel. We are so happy to have you, buddy. Please introduce yourself.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm Vincent. I'm in-bar cartography on basically everything else. I make battle maps. I will be playing Joran the Thrice Drowned, a Warlock Bard multi-class. And it should be fun because I mostly play like the same 3 classes, so I don't really know how Warlocks work. It's going to be great.
It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
There will be plenty of opportunity for you to get your feet wet, as it were, which is, I think, kind of fitting given the implications that you took. Well, thank you for being here, Vincent. Much appreciated, man. Much love. Thank you again to all of my cast members. Thank you to everybody in chat. If you will please turn your attention to the little soul fire icon down there right below the send a message, you'll notice that the soul market is open. That means that you have your own means of having your influence on the campaign as an audience member. We here at DMDM Studios believe that the community is really what makes the shows here, and there's some nice little things that you can pick up and place into the party's lap, or mine, if you feel so inclined. Including an extra special one for an unholy amount of channel points. So, with that
was used very well last time. Before we start, do we not have a announcement?
That's what I count on you for, my homie. Thank you so much. If you will all turn your attention, I'm going to be, I've toggled it a couple times just to make it easy, but I'm going to be going ahead and opening the giveaway. If you would like... Ani with the raid of 4. Welcome in, folks. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much. If you would like, you can enter a raffle. We are going to be giving away a skull resin dice made by the Shady Sale. We are super excited about that. It's going to happen at the end of the show. You have the entirety of it to hit !raffle right there in chat, and that will enter you for your chance to win. Thank you again, Shady Sale, for partnering with us in this. Much love, much appreciated, and thank you, Mash, for reminding me. Let's get into it, folks.
We're just so excited to start.
I am. We put it off last week, and I could hardly contain myself. So, folks, I don't know who amongst my players is lacking inspiration, but for the operations that you are going to be undergoing this campaign, I will allow you to obtain inspiration at the beginning of every episode. You may also obtain it through particular moments of roleplay if I feel that it's fitting, or you did something detrimental to yourself. But every single session, at the start of the session, I give it up to my players to recap us on the previous events. Everybody that contributes in a meaningful way to this recap gets a point of inspiration. So, that being said, who would like to start us off with the recap of the one-shot? It was a
I
while
can start
ago.
us off. I actually remember this time, so I guess I'll go ahead and go. So if I recall correctly, Speed and I apologize, Arvin, I forget your character's name.
The thrice drowned.
Oh,
Jordan.
yes.
Sorry.
Soren.
Sorry, I completely misheard that.
Speed and no worries. Speed and Soren were on a boat.
Joran.
Joran.
Yeah.
Joran, thank you. They were on a boat on their way to Blackwood, I think
No.
is where we're at.
No, Oromar. They were at
Oromar.
Oromar, and then they departed into the Jeweled Seas.
Gotcha. Yes. So they arrived, got off dock where they kind of ran into my character and Mash, who had just met.
I just said something that was incorrect. I'm sorry, Natalie, for cutting you off there. They started in Oromar. They arrived in port at Peridot Point. Important distinction to make there. Because it's two different locations. I will be sharing the world map now as Natalie continues, please. Thank you.
Okay. I forgot what I was saying.
They arrived
They
in the
were
port.
coming into port.
Yes, they ran into my character and Ruby, who had just previously met when I sold her a very diluted health potion that will probably maybe give her 1 point of health if she ever drinks it. I don't quite remember what we did after that. I know we ended up in a tavern together. I think that's where we all met. And
So-
I will let
Yeah,
if you want to pick up from there.
So yeah, I can call from there. Ruby followed the pirates in hopes of finding where they were going to look for men for work, but she wasn't very sly about it, and they collared her almost instantly. She was honest with them, and they took her to the tavern to help them scout for a new crew, which is where again we joined up with Isuna. Is it?
Mhm.
Yeah. And from there, we collected a crew, and they got rid of a haunted painting. And then we returned to the ship in search of what happened? What happened? What we were chasing?
Treasure.
Painting?
You were selling a painting.
Yeah, we
Yes.
saw.
Selling.
You guys got rid of the painting. Oh, and there was an art. There was an art place. We went into the art place to sell the thing, and we stole from them, and we kept going in, and Monty Beefcastle was the proud model for the artist who served as a distraction whilst we went in and pilfered what we could from the people we were selling the painting to. And then we returned to the ship.
You made off with some booty there. Absolutely.
We did.
It was.
And a parrot.
And a parrot. What is this parrot's name?
That's true.
One-eyed Larry.
One-eyed Larry, the absolute Giga Chad. He's got both eyes, by the way.
Does anyone want to take over? Because I kind of remember some of what happened. Okay,
No.
I'll keep.
Yeah, go for it.
So we were being chased. We were in the open seas and we were being chased. And we decided to, instead of running, face the ship head on. And we all came together and we were on the ship, and out of the other end of space and time, a dimension opened, and an act of God left us with an almighty kraken upon the deck. And this kraken just destroyed the ship. and we had to, thanks chat, run away in order to save our lives.
Yep. Chat said divine intervention on they asses, and the consequences of that were little did the party know, but they accidentally performed a dark ritual by slaughtering a deck full of sailors, and summoning a vestige of a kraken, which brought a long dead god back to life, and its wrath presumed to destroy this ship.
Just a regular Tuesday, really.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay. You can remember the rest, yeah? Somebody? Can
Vaguely.
someone?
So we had a map, I believe, to find the tomb of a long-dead king from a sunken kingdom, which required descending to the seabed in a metal bell jar, I guess. I don't know what the term for those is.
Diving bell.
Diving bell, of course, yes. It's right there. We entered the tomb. We had a bad time. We had a really bad time. 2 of us lost eyes.
Oh no! Don't remind Derek of that. No eyes were lost.
So the
Suna
eye
can
count.
see out of both eyes. Sorry.
The eye count is exactly 2. It's okay though. Joran has devil's sight, so he doesn't actually need eyes to see. It's great.
And Ruby, Derek said it is actually possible that with Druidcraft, Ruby could actually make you as an eye. I don't know how, but he said it is possible.
One day, I'll regain half my sight.
I don't remember. There was some kind of puzzle I think we had to solve.
There was a sphinx. And
Yes.
there were
Riddle.
jars that had something inside them, and we had to smash the correct one. But instead of doing that, we decided instead to all leave the room and start. Well, that isn't true. Before doing that, we decided to just randomly smash jars and accept the poison that came out of it. And then we decided instead it would be smarter to leave this adjacent space and throw rocks at it, essentially, and break it that way. We did find what we were looking for, though.
We are the greatest pirates.
Think smarter, not harder.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I was immune to poison, so it didn't affect me anyway. It was cool.
You just have resistance.
Resistance, yeah. So yeah, and then we went into the big chamber with all the treasure, and then the captain appeared, and I think that's where we ended.
There was something that happened before that.
There's a battle, wasn't there, with the tomb on the other side with the big king.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot that bit.
All good. I would want to forget that bit too. Well, folks, that is wonderful. So, Joran, you get some inspiration there. Will, do you have anything you want to add for your point of inspiration?
I think it's just about covered it, as far as what I can remember anyway. No, you're good. Definitely filled in some gaps that I didn't have, so.
I just started talking and it all came back. I'm sorry.
Well, folks, we're picking up exactly where we left off.
Yes!
Captain Errol, his mouth kind of slack-jawed, but like all of his teeth, which the majority have been replaced with like silver and gold and 1 platinum, just completely eyes aglitter with greed, says,
"Spread out, me hearties. You earned your fair share. Take what you feel belongs to ye."
I feel like it all belongs to me.
Yeah.
Stand back, guys. This is my treasure.
he gives a hearty laugh, and then like the humor is it hits square home for him. He's that brand of pirate where he's like,
"Ha ha! Aye. Just make sure you can carry yourself back to the surface. Don't load yourself down so far that we have to bring you up ourselves. We can make multiple trips."
and yeah, I presume that the group of you starts taking everything that you can feasibly carry. Loading down your packs, putting all manner of art, gems, statuettes into your pockets and backpacks. And as you're doing so, one by one, we get like a quick cut on the camera of each of you finding a little something peculiar in this hoard. I will leave it up to you if you want to tell the chat what that is now, or if you would like to keep that for yourself.
Honestly, don't even remember what I got. I need to look at my inventory.
Joran found a stone of controlling earth elementals.
Yeah, so you pick up this stone that, like, it shinks some of the gold off of it that, like, clatters back into the hoard, and we can see this, like, rune almost resonating with your own eldritch energy. It kind of faintly hums in your hand.
A shiny stone.
You literally called it.
He was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a stone.
In session
this-
0,
this
you
round
literally
table.
said that.
I'm gonna get a shiny rock on the magic item table, and I got a shiny rock.
At least it was a shiny rock that does something, though.
Right, it's a pretty good shiny rock. Like, no complaints here. I love my shiny rock.
So, if nobody else is going to go, then I will
No,
go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Ruby's shriveling through the gold when her hands come along this golden scepter that just kind of like sparks with lightning as her hand gets near it, and she picks up this rod and she's like, yes, this is for me.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like beset with these like glowing, almost bluish gems that like ornately arrange this perfectly crafted rod. It's seamless. There's no semblance of where the material was folded to make it this way. It, as you said, kind of cackles with lightning in your hand.
I would say that Suna just unintentionally sees a pretty shiny ring and just like snatches it and puts it on her finger and is like, oh, it's magic. Nice. she just wanted the ring. She didn't even realize.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're keeping that to yourself, then I will not give away anything else.
I think she probably doesn't even know what it does. She can just sense the magic. She's like, oh, well, that's interesting.
Very fair. All right, and Will.
So I would like come to the edge and then see this kind of red cloth just kind of in with the rest of this gold and everything, and think to myself, I'm just gonna like use that as a sack of some kind so I can carry even more. But as soon as I pick up this red kind of cloak with gold trim, the bottoms of it starts to kind of go in and out smoky, and I decide I'm just gonna toss this on instead.
Absolutely. Yeah, you find that when you like go to drape it around you, you don't even have to cinch it tight. It's suddenly just like it's clasped perfectly to you. As all of this is going on, we can see Captain Errol climbing the steps. And what he finds at the top of this small ziggurat is floating in the midst of a silvery mist. There's this mask that is kind of amorphous. One second it looks almost feline, another it looks like a baboon or a scorpion, and then it just keeps changing again and again. And as he approaches, he says,
My, now. What have we here?
we can see our good friend Monty Beef Castle, excuse me, climbing the steps with him. You know, he's a very good first mate, stays very close to his captain. And as he kind of gets closer to as the captain gets closer to this mask, he puts his hand out, and as he runs his finger along it, we can see it tracing like water along the mask's surface.
I think I'll take this one for myself.
Monty kind of smiles at him and says,
And I'll be looking at what I can get.
as the captain takes this mask, he doesn't really seem like he's doing it on purpose. He just kind of like folds it around and then places it on his head. And very quickly we can see the seam where his flesh of his face ends and the mask's seam begins, sizzles away. And he lets out this horrific cry. He's screaming in agony as he falls to his knees. We can see the first mate very quickly rushing to his side and trying his desperate to pull his captain up. And then we can see Captain Errol snapping like all the bones in his body, shattering into splinters at once. He goes limp, levitating a few meters off the ground. For a long moment, there's nothing but silence. And then the cackle like a storm rips through this place. Suddenly, everything is shaking. It's as if the ground beneath your very feet is crumbling. No faults in this architecture are shown, though. It's not breaking apart. It's like everything in this place is screaming at you, get out, get out, get out. As your captain snaps back into being, we can see this mask spreading out across his form. Like quicksilver, it pools along his flesh, burning off the meat and muscle and sinew, and replacing it with an ancient hide, dark and horrifying to look upon. It's this iridescent cascade, like all the colors of the rainbow, and some that you've never even imagined. And as he lands back on the top of this ziggurat, we can see Monty looking to all of you, looking to the exit as the entirety of the room is shaking, and scream, "Go!" What do you guys do?
You don't have to tell me twice.
Yeah.
I'm probably already hoofing it over there.
Yeah.
I did not sign up for this. I did not sign up for this.
Yes, definitely. Haste for the exit. Is he blocking our exit?
No, he is up at the top of this ziggurat. You, I would assume, are probably off at this point in time, scattered amongst this business, getting your loot and what have you, which would put our good friend Monty up here with the captain.
Okay. I say run. Are we moving ourselves, or are we...
I would just like to know what
Doing-
everybody's doing.
I am running the hell out of here.
Joran probably hesitates, but he trusts that if Beef Castle thinks this isn't winnable, Beef Castle being, well, Beef Castle, the invincible, the immovable, we should probably run.
Yeah, thinking along the same lines, I think I would do so as well. Just find myself like almost knee deep in gold pieces, trying to get out.
Yeah. So, as the party kind of in slow motion is just like tearing off towards the entrance, we can see Monty in the background jumping at this burning form of the captain. He collides into him, and just as it looks like the captain's about to like pop his head like a watermelon, The whole area is flooded with water. You can feel this entire structure moving. And as you all make it to the exit itself, you can see a sparkle on the other end of the room where Monty was being held up. And the force is sufficient to knock our heroes temporarily unconscious.
What?
There's a long period where nothing happens, followed by a slow gray haze, the sound of gulls, and we can see the four of you, one by one, waking up, washed up on this beach.
Right.
What was that?
Nothing good.
Nothing good.
Jordan's still just sort of lying, starfished across the sand, just exclaiming as he stares up at the sky.
I want to quickly check all my things.
Yeah, Ruby's
Miraculously,
like,
oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Ruby's like wringing out her hat and shirt, and she's like brushing herself down and checking she's not lost anything.
Miraculously, it seems that all of your things are exactly where you left them on you. Even your new cloak, Speed. It doesn't seem like you can really see where it's clasped, other than just like the little spots on it. It's comfortable and tight on you.
What about the javelin I was using to scrape the gold away from me to get away?
All of the items in your inventory are on your person.
Perfect.
Ruby like gets to her feet, and as one-eyed Larry comes to sit upon her like staff, she looks around, realizing that it was Monty Beefcastle who originally purchased one-eyed Larry. And she's like, "Where's Beefcastle? Where's he gone?"
We've lost our beefcake.
My head starts to like viciously turn in all directions, and then I start to look around for clues of like if there was another person on the beach besides us.
Go ahead and give me an investigation roll.
All right, skills. Investigation.
And please roll it into the tower if you will be so kind. Most skill
Sure.
checks I will ask you to roll into the tower.
Dice tower. There we go.
So it looks to you as though nobody's been here in a very long time. The wind has tossed the sand on this beach for so long that any path that may have existed is long since wiped away.
Can I ask, do you know when something happened to the captain and he got like possessed? Would any of us be aware of what happened there, or would it like, you know, like pirate law? Like, is there any like?
There's a number of rules you could try there. I would accept a religion check. I would accept an arcana check, and I would accept a. There's enough animal imagery and iconography going on in that temple that I would even let you make a nature check.
Well, yeah, I think we're all a bit dazed and confused and trying to figure out what's going on. So, like, Ruby's wrecking her brain, trying to figure out what she saw.
So any of those three that you are most proficient with, I would say make that if you're trying to figure out what it is that just happened.
Arcana, nature, or what was the other one? Religion. Ooh, definitely going for nature.
So that was an exceptionally good roll. I will allow you to ask me 3 questions.
Oof. Okay, what- Ugh! Shit.
You can confer with your
Okay.
party if you want.
Yes, please. I was
In
right
this
off the top
situation,
of...
I will. Normally, I'm a little... It depends. But in this situation, yeah.
I was kind
I
of
was...
hoping we would let Mash go feral for a little bit.
You want me to go feral
That
for
would've
a
been good
bit?
content.
No. Oh no, I go feral enough in other games. No, I'm behaving. I was thinking where the mask originates from. I wasn't sure if she actually physically saw the essence passing into him. So if she saw that, would she be aware of what that was? And the other question, I guess, repercussions, something along those lines.
Okay.
You
So
put me on the spot here.
let's take these one at a time. Your first question.
No, can I confer with them quickly?
Oh yeah, sure. I thought you were
Like,
just
yeah.
going. Yeah, sure.
But
Absolutely.
those were the 3 questions that I was thinking off the top of my head. But if you can think of something more sensible to ask, or a better way to word it, because I'm aware that we've got a riddle master with us, and he'll probably find some way around it. Look at the face. He's already thinking of ways to like completely like not tell the truth. So yeah, I was thinking, what's the origin of the item? What happened to the captain? And then another question.
I think for the question about what happened to the captain, we might want to be a little bit more specific, like what magic it was used or something like that. I'm not sure.
What kind of magic it was.
Yeah. Otherwise, Derek might be like, "Oh, what happened to the captain? He fell under a spell."
Thank you. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was worried about. Okay. So, the origin of the mask. What kind of magic was about the captain, and
Maybe how can we break the spell? If we want to save the
if there's a way to break it.
Yeah,
We don't know
Sounds
that
good
there
to me.
is.
true.
So if I ask how to break it, does that count as, yeah? We're just assuming it can be broken.
Yeah, otherwise he'll probably just say it can't be.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're going. Those are the 3 questions. Yeah. Okay. Right. The origin of the mask.
Okay. So I need to do these one at a time because I will get lost. So the mask was clearly made by the same culture and folks that the Demon King that you slayed in the first, or in the one shot, hailed from. The specific origins of the mask would be a little bit hard to define without digging a little bit deeper. Second question.
Okay. Would Ruby, what was like the type of magic? Like, did she sense any familiarity about it?
So, curiously enough, you did not sense a single form of magic in that you saw 2. It was clearly of the conjuration sort, as it was bringing something from somewhere else into your captain's body, and it was also necromancy, as it was using your captain's body as the conduit for that, as the sacrifice for the ritual.
Would that suggest that he is therefore dead already and cannot be saved?
You would need an exceptionally powerful form of magic to bring him back.
Okay. So, from that, we would be defeating, not saving. Okay. In that case, is there any way that she would know to combat such a thing?
No. No, definitely not. You are a person of the natural
It
world.
was a long shot,
It was a
but I
Hail
thought,
Mary.
you know, screw
I
it, let's
don't
go
fault you
for it.
trying. I don't fault you for trying.
Can I use my inspiration to re-roll that one? No, I'm trying.
You got a 24 on that roll.
Yeah, I don't know if you're getting much higher than that.
No.
You got a 19 on the die, so.
That's cool. But yeah, I'm good. So basically, Ruby's like, look, guys. I don't know what you guys saw down there, but that mask that he picked up was not good. It was definitely from the same period, and whatever took over him, it was necromancy and some kind of conjuring. It felt sick. It was not good, like, at all. I don't think there's any way we're going to get our captain back. There is, if he's still out there somewhere, which hopefully Beef Castle took him out with him. But, you know, he's dead. That was necromancy beyond anything I've ever felt before.
He was a good captain.
Like,
Just kind of take the hat back off and hold it to our chests.
I'll pull a bottle of rum out of my bag, pop the cork, pour a little out for him. To the captain.
And Beef Castle, I guess, wherever he may be. Yeah.
Pardon me.
Where are we? Joran will
Good
scramble to his
question.
feet and look around, try and see if he can get his bearings.
So strain your eyes as you might against the horizon, Joran. You can find no land upon it. It's blue as far as the eye can see.
This is a pretty small island. Can we see that black thing at the far side of the island from where we are?
So what that looks like to you is a ancient and weathered lighthouse.
Perhaps we can see further out from the lighthouse.
Let a signal, perhaps, if we must. Maybe find supplies if we're going to be here a while. Yes, we should probably start there.
At least provide some form of shelter.
How hot is it, Derek?
Cat's fucking with something.
So,
80s.
despite the fact that it is presently summer, so it should be sweltering here, it is feasibly pleasant. You think
Okay.
maybe about 75 Fahrenheit, which I'm thinking is like 15 Celsius.
That's about right. Okay.
I'm bad at the conversion there. I don't know what it is.
It's actually 23 Celsius. We're both bad at the conversion. Go us.
Nice. So yeah, it's about 23 Celsius, 75 Fahrenheit. It is quite pleasant here. You can see some gulls flying here and there. The palm
It's actually 30.
it's 30.
It's actually it's 30 here right now, and I'm like, yeah.
Oh Jesus.
All right.
So it's actually hotter in the UK right now than it is on this island.
Incredible.
There are a few clouds in the sky. The sun is not really like covered up by the clouds too much, and it's still really pleasant.
Is everyone all right before we advance? Anyone hurt?
Was anybody injured?
Everybody is markedly wounded, actually.
So I was just thinking. My HP is okay. My HP is not good. So if I could, are we doing a long rest, or have we had a long rest? Have we got our spell slots back?
You have, as I said, it is immediately from where we left off in the one shot. So no, you have leveled up for succeeding upon the events of the one shot, but you have not. I don't think we've rolled for health yet, unless we did that during session 0 and I'm forgetting about it, which we might have. However, either way, you are not
Okay.
you are not restored
Yeah.
yet. No.
Okay, in that case, I would like to cast a Cure Wounds on myself.
Maybe
Where's
we
the
should
combat?
just take a short break because we don't know what might be in the lighthouse.
Would be how
Catch
much?
our breath, perhaps. Sorry, Marsh.
How much health would we get for that?
You can roll your hit die back.
Yeah.
We just
we
won't
can
get our spell slots back.
Well, some of us will.
Yeah, the warlock.
um. Wait.
Actually,
It says
I'm gonna go up to the lighthouse just outside of it and cast what is it? Divine Sense.
All right, share with the class what that does,
So-
please.
Um
Also, the token lock is off. You guys can move yourselves around the island if you like.
Okay. Until the end of my next turn, I know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of me. That's not behind total cover. Never mind. I thought I'd be able to sense if there was anything inside there, but they would obviously have cover, so disregard.
Fair enough.
okay. So it says wounds. So if wounds 14. That means I actually have minus 14 off my max health. It doesn't mean that I've got 14 health, does it?
Right.
Right.
It
Okay.
counts
So
up
my health
instead of
is
down.
yeah. I just realized that. So my health isn't as bad as I thought it was. So actually, yeah, a short rest will be fine and will be enough to get me up to full, I think.
Yeah, Suna's the only one that's at 35 out of 46.
I don't remember how I took that much damage. How am
You
I
lost
just
an
beat
eye.
up?
You got crit on and then you lost your eye.
Yep.
I mean,
There.
I think I was healed after it happened to me, but I think it happened to you in like the last 10 minutes of fighting.
I feel personally attacked.
You are. It got your eye.
They had something against spear bolts. I know it.
You have disadvantage on all perception checks that rely on sight until you get that fixed.
Just become a warlock, you'll be fine.
Oh, sure.
I'll-
That's easy.
I'll make you an eye out of wood and like a nice shiny one, and we'll like harden it and shape it with like
You remember
my
that
druid
thing that
craft.
Red made for Elise in a Covet? It'll be the druid version of that. I can't remember what it's called. It's called like an eye of something.
Okay.
You're gonna need to be in town
Can we
for
do
though.
that?
Not right now.
All right, okay. You'll have to give me a link to explain how I do that, and I will when we get into town. Yes.
Very nice friend.
Well, my eye is bleeding profusely and I can't see from it. In fact, there's a good chance my eye isn't even in there. So I might need a breather before we continue.
Would you like me to heal your wounds?
That would probably be helpful, so I'm not sure if rolling my health is gonna get me up significantly. I do have some of my own healing spells.
So before we get into the nitty gritty, we are taking a short rest, correct?
Yeah.
I believe so.
In
Yeah.
an hour's worth of time, you find that somehow you have not taken the effects of a short rest, but a long rest. You can feel your wounds binding. Your eye is fucked, Natalie, I'm sorry to say. There is no fixing that without
My
magical
eye!
intervention. But after about an hour's worth of time stretching and maybe just taking it easy, whatever it is that you individually do to kind of rest, you find yourselves more vigorous, significantly so.
Oh, wow, my eye is completely healed.
It's not.
I could try.
Good try.
We'll call it adrenaline from everything, I guess. Or is it something not natural is what I'm asking? Like, is it just like natural, or is it like just some kind of intervention that's weird?
I feel like it has to be not natural since we got our spell slots back. It's not like we just feel really rested. We've also gained magical stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I'm asking. Should we be concerned that we all just like suddenly became invigorated for no reason?
If anybody has proficiency with the Arcana skill, they can make an attempt to roll that.
I don't.
I do.
That's a good roll.
All right, that is a very good roll. We can keep that for now. Unless you want to press your luck, you can do that by re-rolling it into the tower. Just for future reference, please, when we do skill checks, just roll into the tower. But that is a very good roll. That's an 18.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Don't worry about it. You can ask me one question with that.
Okay, where actually is the tower? Because I don't see it on my screen.
Oh, it's up to the north.
Black thing.
Here, let me toggle line of sight. There you go.
Oh, now I can see it. It just was like a black cylinder for me.
Yeah, I made it as terrain. That's probably why.
Oh yeah, I'm at the dice tower. I just don't see it on my screen at all.
Oh.
My bad. It's in the bottom right.
Oh, okay, right.
The...
My character sheet was covering it. Gotcha. What's that? Okay. One question. I guess the obvious is there some kind of magical aura about the island?
Oh yeah. Yeah. You absolutely noticed it when you first got here, Joran. But after this last hour of you guys taking a breather and getting your feet back underneath you, it's become so palpable. It's like you can literally taste it, and it's all you can taste. You would expect to be able to taste the salt air and the sun melting some of the smaller crystals in the sand. You'd be able to normally smell that. It's like lightning. Like you're surrounded by a lightning storm, and it's so overwhelming that it's all you can feel, all you can taste.
Would casting Detect Magic tell me more about the aura?
Yeah.
Won't let me open the spell. It's in my Fearbolg magic, so it's not like a spell on my character sheet.
Then in that situation, let me go ahead and add that to your thing. It's not on your actions at all? It is not. Okay. Oh, it is. Fearbolg magic. Yeah.
Well, when I open that and then I click Detect Magic, that's what's not opening. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got it.
Yeah. So.
Oh, well, I guess I don't need a roll. That's just,
Oh.
Okay, never mind then. Yeah, I just cast Detect Magic.
You only have one eye. Make a Constitution saving throw with advantage.
This is an inherent trait for being a Fearbolg. It's just something I do.
Yep.
That's not fair. What does my eye have to do with it?
You're still using your
It doesn't
eyes.
say anything about using your eyes.
How do you see things?
With
my
the
heart.
force of magic.
I'm giving you advantage on the save. If you want, I can take it back.
What was it again?
Constitution. Constitution, I said.
I keep seeing the cat in Natalie's webcam and thinking it's my cat, and I'm like, what? I don't even have a cat that color. It's a cat in a webcam. I assume it's on my screen.
Got the same check.
Come on, how did I hold that?
You start throwing up as the overwhelming beam of magical energy that is coming from this lighthouse is just like flooding your senses. Your one remaining eye is like overloaded to the degree that it makes you feel sick to your stomach, like you just got punched in the gut. And as you kind of like fall to your knees and upchuck a little bit, it is very clear that this source is coming from that lighthouse.
I hate this island. I hate this adventure. Why is everything happening to me? That lighthouse is evil. There's something wrong with that lighthouse.
I can taste something in the air. It's not right. Well,
See, right, okay.
shall we?
Yeah, but
Standing
like,
out here is not going to get us anywhere.
from experience, the last time I looked at something with detect magic and it made me vomit, it didn't necessarily make it a bad thing, it was just a lot of magic.
Aye, but I don't feel particularly lucky today, do you?
I mean, I got this big shiny rod, I got this pocket full of gold, I mean... We got the booty, we might have lost a lot of other things, but we got the thing we actually meant to get. So, I mean, like...
So-
the thing.
Unless there's a shop inside the lighthouse, though, we have no way to spend this money.
That's true.
It's not
Maybe
fair.
there's a gift shop inside.
Okay.
Monty
Anyway,
Beef
I'm
Castle
saying-
Vincent was
alone.
trying to say something. What's up, buddy?
Monty Beef Castle alone, even ignoring Captain Arrow, is worth every trinket we found.
Oh,
You get
he
Chad
was
Bro
though.
vibes.
Yeah.
Joran is going to sullenly begin walking towards the lighthouse. He's in a mood now. You've upset him. Good job.
Mhm.
She won't notice. Right. I'll follow.
Following.
Is there a door on this side that we can see?
Yes. Up at the very top, there is a door with a slight staircase leading downwards. It's scoped right
This is the
below.
entrance.
It's scoped right below that light bulb.
Oh, guess we make for the door.
Derek, the link you just sent for the stairwell is broken.
It's broken.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I got a
Oh no,
red
we had
question
a
mark.
No,
question mark, but if you click on that, then the map pops up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, here we go.
It takes a while to load sometimes.
But I don't see my characters on there.
I haven't put your characters on here.
Okay.
Ooh, oh, that's pretty.
As you approach, what do you do?
I'm gonna stay to the back. I've already lost an eye. Now I'm vomiting seawater. Last thing I want to do is get in the way of a trap.
Speed, would you like to take this, or should I? Or Ruby, but I think Ruby would probably prefer not to endanger themselves.
I say, I got this. I got this one.
Got your back.
Well, only we had a beefcake here to take the lead.
And
Yeah.
We miss you, Sealy. If it wasn't obvious, we fucking love you. Can't wait for you to join.
He's here
Joran
in
is going
spirit.
to. Did Suna say that in character, by the way, or was that just
Oh,
Natalie
sure.
musing? Okay, Joran's just
Both.
gonna look at you and glare. It's
I don't
much
mean
too
spirit like he's dead. I just mean his kindred spirit will guide us
I turn-
back to him.
I turn around from the door. Shh. As I'm putting my ear to the door, I'm trying to see if I can hear anything coming from the other side.
As you put your ear up to the door, there's a sullen and you can hear it slightly swinging off of its hinges. As you turn your head to see, you can see it ever so slightly folding inwards, revealing a dark passage down below. A stairwell
I
leading into the black.
Start to push it open like I meant to. I say, easy. And then I just
Easy
go in.
peasy.
This stairwell seems to be running the wrong direction.
Oh, it is going
Does
down.
that concern anyone else, or is that just me?
Is it actually going down? Yes. Ha.
Told you this lighthouse is no good.
Joran's going to call his rapier to his hand, just in case.
Oh, I'm clutching my staff.
Well, nowhere else to go but down, I guess.
Ruby just kind of like waves her staff that One-Eyed Larry was resting upon and just kind of like casts him off to safety and switches it out for her new shiny lightning rod.
Do we want to do some type of investigation check or something? Maybe this is an illusion?
Well, the last time someone did a check like that, you were.
Oh, that's why I said
Vomited.
maybe someone should do a check.
Nah, Joran's
mean,
just accepting this at face value.
It's the only way to go. I mean,
Yeah.
can stand out there in the sun and burn up, or we can figure out what this is.
Yeah, there's no
One-Eyed Larry
point fighting
is
it.
refusing to fly away, by the way. He's like clutching onto the stick like, "Rah! No! No! No!" He wants
You
to
want to
stay
go downstairs? She's like, Ruby just kind of like looks at him and she's like, you want to go underground?
Stay with you. Rah!
Fine, we will we'll do that. Yeah, okay then.
With speed leading your way, the four of you descend into darkness. Does anybody have a light source? I know that obviously Joran doesn't need it.
I
I
just
have several torches.
Yeah, I was gonna light a torch.
Okay, cool. So, I thought I had the light spell, so I was going to cast that on someone, but I don't actually have it. Never mind.
Yeah, it's my other character that has that cantrip.
Oh, I left that spell in my other character.
The problems with playing too many TTRPGs, folks.
Yeah, thanks, Derek.
You're good.
No, I'm joking. However, I believe my moonsicle might cast light. I just wanted to check because it's a moonsicle.
If you have a torch, if Speed's holding a torch, that'll be enough light.
Okay, cool.
So, it is no small plunge into this black that our heroes go. It is a good 10 minutes,
So,
and then 20, and then 30, until finally, given the spiral nature of the staircase and the amount of time that has elapsed, you imagine probably close to an hour at this point, you've gone downstairs for miles. And it is upon this realization that finally, down at the edge of your vision, you can see this spiral staircase leading to a much, much larger curvature. Upon cresting around this bend, you can see now that the structure that you folks are inside of is beset with windows. You can see glittering out in the distance. It looks like stars from beyond this world. And as this kind of sets in amongst all of you, the vista that is before you in all of these windows, if I can get this thing to load. There we go. There's a multitude of things that you can see. It looks like a veritable ocean underwater. Multiple spires, very similar to the one that you now find yourselves in, cling to the rocky surface of the earth above. White, as bleached as stone can be, and hidden amongst the stalagmites and the stalactites, you can see an indeterminate amount, but in the very center of this cavern, a tower. Amongst this, and far below it, what appears to be glowing very faintly in and out like a lighthouse. This ancient stonework, intricately carved that you can tell even from this great distance, miles and miles away. For reference, my friends, you are in the tower on the very left-hand side right here. On the very foremost left. We can kind of see the inside of this large structure that you are in is completely barren. It's this long, flat circle that you are all standing upon with just these windows for you to peer out of.
Has anyone else got a black screen?
Yes.
Allow me to...
Put my character on it, please.
That fix it.
Ah.
There we
Oh,
go.
this is pretty.
Oh, it's animated!
Yeah, I spent a lot of time making this.
It's real nice.
Thank you. With all these things that you can get a good glimpse of, I would like to hear what your characters think of this, actually.
Joran's mouth is agape. There are no thoughts. Just awe.
Have we died?
Is everything upside down, or is that me?
Is that in character or out of character?
In character.
Okay. Just making sure.
I don't know which one. Which one helps me most? Wow, it's beautiful.
The silence that hangs is permeated by a slight... sounds like metal rending. And when the four of you turn your eyes behind you, you can see this small, floating crescent shape. It looks about the size of a man's torso if he was flexing his arms up like this, but it's literally just the shape of the crux and then a jutting orb that comes out from the middle of it. It is wreathed in this bluish white flame, and as it manifests behind all of you, it says, "Long have I awaited those that would come. Please, tell me your names." And that's when we're going to go to our first break. Don't go anywhere, anybody. We're going to take a quick 5 to 10, and we will be back
Giveaway.
with more booty. Yes, we will talk about the giveaway when we get back. Thank you, Mash.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Don't go anywhere, anybody.
Get away.
Old Billy Riley was a dancing master. Old Billy Riley, 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 master of a droga. Old Billy Riley, old Billy Riley, old Billy Riley, old Billy Riley, master of a droga, bound for Antigua. Old Billy Riley, old Billy Riley, master of a droga. Old Billy Riley, old Billy Riley has a nice young daughter. Old Billy Riley, old Billy Riley, old Billy Riley, old Billy Riley, old Missy Riley little Missy Riley. Oh, Billy Riley. Oh, Billy Riley. Oh, Missy Riley. Oh, Billy Riley. Had a pretty daughter, but we can't get at her. Oh, Billy Riley. Oh, Billy Riley. Had a pretty daughter. Oh, Billy Riley. Screw her up and away we go, boys. Oh, Billy Riley. Oh, Billy Riley. Screw her up and oh, Billy Riley. One more pull and then belay, boys. Oh, Billy Riley. Oh, Billy Riley. One more pull and oh, Billy Riley. Oh, up.
Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbo now. Sally is the girl that I love dearly. Way, bully in the alley. Sally is the girl that I spliced nearly. Bully down in Shinbo now. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbo now. For 7 long years I courted little Sally. Way, bully in the alley. But all she did was dilly and dally. Bully down in Shinbo now. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbo now. I ever get back, I'll marry little Sally. Way, bully in the alley. Have 6 kids and live in Shinbone Alley. Bully down in Shinbone Alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Way, bully in the alley. Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley. Bully down in Shinbone Alley. Hey, boys.
giveaway.
Welcome back, folks. Welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being patient and waiting. I surely do appreciate it. Before we go any further, please, exclamation point raffle will enter you to win the giveaway. Thank you, Mash. You will have a chance to win a custom skull resin dice tray made by the Shady Sale. You can find their Ko-Fi right there in the link, so check them out. They are wonderful. They do fantastic stuff. We are super, super happy to be partnered with them. All right, folks. Well, without further ado, this clearly made of fire and glowing glyphed stone or metal. In fact, it seems very much like it's made of the same metal that that mask looks like it was made from, only it's holding its shape. It's just running in currents over its body, and it is once again wreathed in this bluish-white flame. It says, "For so long, I waited for those that might come. Please, tell me your names."
Speed was at the front of the party.
I just like put my hand on myself and say speed. And I'm just like looking at this thing. I have no clue what's going on.
It kind of tilts its head like sideways at you. Speed, as in velocity.
I.
Speed. It looks to the next person.
Joran.
Joran. It goes to the next.
Rubelix Goldstorm.
Rubelix Goldstorm. And then it turns to the next.
I am Moira Applebottom.
Moira Applebottom.
Yeah, that's my name. Don't wear it out.
Are you lying to this thing?
Yes.
Can I get a deception
In
check,
a way.
please?
I know everyone's trusting it immediately. I don't know this stone statue.
What's the worst that can happen from giving a magical creature our names?
Yeah,
I think Speed thinks that he's dead and this is the
Oh, I
afterlife.
forgot to do it in the tower. I'll redo it in the tower.
It very slowly... So there's this like gemstone that's set into its shape. If you'll remember, I said it's kind of shaped like, imagine that I'm cut off right below my my pectoral muscles, and it's shaped kind of like this, right? Right in where a forehead would be, there is this glittering blue, multifaceted stone. It doesn't seem like it sticks out of this structure as much as it is built into it. And it flickers red for a moment, and it says, "Your heartbeat has increased. There has been a
Really
hormone
warm in
dump
here.
in your brain. I believe that you are lying."
It's not a lie if you believe it.
You do not believe that.
I mean, I have documentation.
Please do not lie to me. I will never lie to you.
That's what they all say.
It kind of floats up to where it's about head level with everybody. I am the keeper. I have held this location within my grasp, awaiting those that might come to reignite the houses, the alabaster coils beneath the surface of the world. I believe you are those people.
What makes you say that?
You are the first to come.
The first ever?
The first in 2 million years.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've been here for 2 million years?
Yes.
Sorry, Mash, go ahead.
I,
I didn't mean to cut you
I,
off.
I was gonna say in like the scheme of the world, like in world beliefs, like obviously evolution and things, what is the normal belief system of the planet? Like is 2 million years blaspheming, or you know, do we know that this dates back to a certain
That makes absolutely no
era?
fucking sense.
You okay?
What was here? What in the fuck was here 2 million years ago?
Yeah, like that's what I was asking. Like, I, 2 million years is a long time.
Okay, so we're dead.
You are not dead. You are very much alive.
How has this place come to be here 2 million years?
This place was placed here as a safeguard, as were the other coils. All of them to keep sunken away Azurai.
What is
Okay.
Azurai?
It floats up to the window and looks out. That slowly pulsing blue down at the bottom is what it's looking at. That is sunken Azurai.
And what are these alabaster coils?
We are in one now. This would be the pilot coil. There are 4 others.
And what is it you require of us to do in these coils?
Locks and seals placed upon the lights, aeons ago, have blocked out these towers' true purpose. To light these coils once more would be to ensure Azurai sinks, never to rise again. The power of that which has usurped death be limited.
What exactly would happen if we were to say not do that?
It kind of like tilts its head at you. Your world would be overrun. It looks back down at this world below, and it says, for a very long time, that which usurped death kept hidden, the first of which a pact was made. This was before the formulas, the structure was laid out. A deal was met between an ancient king and the sentient abyss itself. Azurai would be a beacon, a conduit for eternal strength, the damnation of all humanoid and sapient species upon this world. I was made to end this process.
Why haven't you?
I am unable to access the seals.
That's why you need us.
That little gem glows green for a second. Yes.
Do you know how we came here? We were at the bottom of the ocean and we woke up on these shores.
I saved you. You were at the bottom of the ocean, this is true. The structure that I found you being evacuated from, this serves as a ship, what you might call, for that which has risen. I believe in your language, his name would translate to Demon King.
Well, shiver me simpers.
Is that what claimed Captain Arrow? Jorm will ask, turning to the crew.
Ruby just kind of like sucks her teeth and she's like, it fits the necromancy I felt. It's possible.
So, there's a very real chance we are responsible for what is happening.
Yes.
It doesn't say anything, but that gem glows green for a moment again.
Well
Don't
then.
like this, but... Sorry, Mash?
Well then.
Feel we are obliged to at least investigate this a little further.
Sorry, your mic is cutting out, buddy.
Sorry. I feel then we are obliged to investigate this at least a little further then.
We may be pirates, but we still have honor. We cause this, so I guess in some way we're connected. So maybe we are the chosen ones. Who knows? There might also be some pretty epic treasure down there.
2 million years old.
No one's gonna have that at the market.
Joran doesn't really seem convinced by what he's saying. He's just sort of muttering as he's staring down at the abyss.
Getting to sunken Azurai will be no small feat. The alabaster coils, to your kind, are accessible only via the world above this. You will require transportation all across the region above. And then it looks back out the window and you can follow its gaze to this central tower, the Sea Spire. When all of the coils are lit, that is how you will be able to reach sunken Azurai and sink it once and for all.
Okay. Where Ruby looks at the entity and she's like, so if we were to do this, where would we enter? How would we know where to go?
I believe I can be of some service to you. I will provide you with a device. Should you mesh this device with your mode of transport, it will allow me to set course for you. Indeed, you will find that over time it will activate many possible applications for your vessel.
I mean, we always wanted a ship of our own, right?
I know I have.
I'm very sad to say that the ship in which your captain brought you to the ancient temple is no longer there.
Did they leave or were they destroyed?
The gem turns red for a second. There were no survivors. There was a fifth amongst your number.
Monty Beefcastle. What
Everyone
of him?
Take your hats off, everybody.
I was able to pull him from his location. There was an interference trying to translocate him from within the temple itself. I tried to send him back to his previous location, a town that you are all familiar with. This is the same place that I will send you.
Very well.
Thanks for the
I
hydrate.
mean, it gets us off this. It gets us off the island. That was going to be my next question. Was how we're getting off. So.
And a stretch from JJ, thank you.
Oh, are we all supposed to do these?
You don't have to, but I do. In order to light this pilot tower, I will have to send you to its crux. As I said, a seal is placed upon it, one that I have no capacity to access. I lack a soul. You, fortunately, do not. I am ready to send you there, though I warn you, the guardian of this coil is powerful.
Kind of suckered us with the Guardian there, didn't she? Didn't they?
What is this guardian?
It was placed here long ago to ensure that whoever was going to be lighting this pilot coil, only the strong could do so.
Well, I'm rested. I'm happy to go test out this new weapon of mine. Could be fun.
I suppose then we should. Are we all ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Very well. Send us to the crux.
There's the sound of stone rolling away, and from the center of this room you can see sliding out these two large tines. And once they have completely come out of the ground, there's a cackle like blue lightning that courses from one to the other, and in an instant a very familiar sound like rending metal tears open what you can very plainly make out as a portal to another room. It, from where you're standing, it's glowing with so much blue light that it's kind of almost hard to see, and there's this rolling clouds of mist that kind of pour from one end to the other. It is ancient. However, be careful.
Very well.
Do we need to jump through this? Geronimo, I guess. Yeah, Ruby will go for it.
Okay.
Jump through the portal, like holding her staff with one-eyed Larry. And she's like, just to make sure he's okay. She's like, woo!
Alright, folks. So, as you make your way through this portal one at a time, when you appear on the opposite side, what you can see is absolute raw arcane energy barely contained within the pinnacle of this structure. There are numerous cracks as this like argent blue arcana is pooled and swirling like magma about 40 feet below. There's a number of runnels in which this energy is like bubbling and running down the sides. And then in the very center of the room, there is this flame. And it looks so very plainly wrong in the backdrop compared to everything else here. It's as if this channel of locks that are kind of set in the very center here are not, very plainly, not supposed to be here. We can see multiple heads kind of carved intricately into it, burning with this primal hate. And opposite that, we can see a huge stone structure. It too is very plainly weathered with age. The energy that has manifested through this place is pulling away at its very structure and substance. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say for now, folks. What do y'all do?
Wet manicas. That's awesome. That looks epic.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I don't like this at all. Seeing speed advancing, Joran will follow suit.
Just kind of slowly taking steps forward, you know? Waiting for something to happen, like on the ready.
Pointer. So when you get their speed, that's where it starts to, the ground kind of crumbles beneath your feet. You are very well aware of your surroundings at this point. I imagine you are paying attention very carefully with what's going on, so you can very quickly just step backwards, but you can see a couple of clumps of rock set with that blue energy crumble off at the edge and fall into this pool down below where it just sinks and sizzles until there is nothing.
Just turn back and say, watch your step.
Mm-hmm.
What is that down there?
I would need an Arcana check for you to determine what that is.
Ooh.
These 5-meter squares.
5 feet.
5 feet, sorry.
You're good. It uses Imperial. Joran, you've never come across such raw magical energy in your life. If you try to pin down this to any one thing, it would be like magic substance literally collected. Magic as substance literally collected, I should say.
Mm-hmm. This just doesn't make any sense.
We're supposed to face the Guardian, right?
Maybe he's not home.
Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Don't think that
Only.
we're so lucky.
Oh, there we go. Can we perhaps take a close look at the big statue across from us?
Certainly. Give me a perception check, everybody that would like to look into the dice tower, please.
Sure.
Or investigation, one or the other. Perception or investigation, your choice.
Alright.
I'll hold off on this one. I'd like to keep the rest of the contents of my stomach down.
Fair enough. So Speed actually is the one to notice this. There is an eye in the center of this large statue's chest. It is made of some strange blue crystal structure, and this eye is watching the four of you, ever so slightly shifting as it's looking to whoever happens to be closest to it at that given moment. But that's in its chest. The stone carving face doesn't animate or move whatsoever.
I just kind of step in front of everyone for a moment and say, look, watch it. And then like kind of move from side to side a little so that everyone can see that it's like following me.
Yeah, absolutely.
don't like that.
Nor
Mhm.
I.
There's no time for puns.
um.
Joran just looks at his feet, sighs, closes his eyes, and collects himself. What should we
What do we
then?
do?
We should get closer. Uh,
Mhm.
if it is watching us, maybe it's waiting for us to do something. So perhaps we need to make the first move here.
You want to blast the statue?
Oh, actually, Derek,
Okay,
just in case, I think we talked about this during the one shot, but basically every morning Joran casts Armor of Shadows.
You got it.
So, yeah,
You
will
can just
always
drag
have
the
that
effect
bonus.
onto yourself in the combat tracker. It'll apply it.
Oh, cool. Neat.
Just make sure you put the
Um,
glass.
my monster manual for One-Eyed Larry isn't actually loading.
Let me figure it out.
Oh no, it is that. Sorry, no, it loaded this time. I clicked it like 4 times and it just said talk into the chat, but now I fixed it. Never mind.
I have that problem. Nothing works until I say it's not working, and then suddenly it works.
Yeah, I was like, oh, never mind. Yeah, that worked now. Never mind. I mean, we should get closer to it, but there's a chance there could be a trap.
That's why I'm staying back here.
I could send Larry.
Oh,
I'd be like, Larry, just go do us a like lap around, see if you can see anything.
Looking at the sides here, is that like caverns, like going off to each direction?
So that seems to be like what's the word? Like cooled. I don't want to use the word magma because it's not magma, but if I say magma, then you'll understand what I mean. So it's like cooled magma spires that are sticking out where this substance has kind of solidified. It looks more crystalline than it does rocky.
Probably slippery.
I think the only way forward would be via these bits in the middle.
Might have something for this. What's that spell I used to make us all walk on water last time?
This is not water.
I know, but I was trying to remember the spell to
Water
see if
walk,
it's...
probably.
I don't see that on my list.
I mean, I'd be quite happy to get a bit closer. Can we jump over without damaging ourselves?
I need to know what your strength score is. I need to know which path you're taking.
Yeah, Ruby's just gonna like get a little bit closer to like here.
So that would be where it begins to drop off. You are as far as you can go, without it.
Oh,
like,
wait.
the ground crumbling beneath you.
So can we like? Oh, is it 20 feet then?
It would be. Let's see here. Yeah, 20 feet to make it across that.
Yeah. Okay. So we're not jumping that. That's massive.
Time to get creative.
I have got spider climb.
It's creative.
yeah, that could work.
Could it though? Because like, unless I could go over the ceiling.
The walls are on the sides.
Because that's not walls. It's like, are these actual walls then?
Coming up from like the stuff that's like flowing out is flowing out at a level that is even with the ground that you are standing on. So in theory, that could work. Yeah.
So I could climb above it.
And then jump off from there onto onto this one, and then from there you could. Oh, that's another 20 feet.
Let's see
That's a
how
little bit
spider
sketchy.
climb works.
I'm a fool. I forgot I got new spells.
Until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch gains the ability to move up, down, and across vertical surfaces and upside down along ceilings. Concentration up to 1 hour. The target also gains a climbing speed equal to its walking speed. So, I mean, I could give it to somebody if they want as well. It is a level 2 spell slot, but
I actually have Misty Step, so I could just teleport to the middle.
True.
I'm not sure what I'd do once I
No
was
idea
there.
how I would get across.
well, I could, in theory, give somebody spider climb, and they could go investigate and see if anything happened before we Misty Step anywhere. Or you could Misty Step and then go and investigate.
Mm.
We're gonna get back is the thing too.
If they've got the spider climb, they can just go wherever they want, can't they?
Right, but I don't know how many times you can Misty Step.
It's once per spell slot.
Mhm.
It's a level 2, I think.
Level 3, I think, in my case. Yeah, I could do it twice. Oh, sorry, no, it is level 2. My mistake. But yes, I still only have 2.
Okay, he'd have to do it too. So I could cast Spider Climb once and not burn 2 spell slots. Although I realise we're talking metagame here, but sorry.
That's totally fine. You are aware as characters that exist within this world, the framework at which your power level functions. I don't believe in not letting people say what their fucking hit point total is. Like, it's metagame, yes, but I run tactical shit, so I don't have any problem with it.
Okay.
If
So,
I
yeah.
had Spider Step and then did Powerful Build to become size large, I could probably carry someone across with me. If that helps
I
at
could
all.
shift and get over, so I don't really have much of an issue.
You can't shift in anything flying yet, can you?
I could shift into a spider.
True. No, you really can. Yeah.
Or a monkey or
We
something.
have-
I don't know.
Are we trying to get
know
to the
what
middle
this-
of
Oh, sorry, go
opposite
ahead.
side? No, Fernando. Are we trying to get to the middle or the opposite side? Well, because the range on Misty Step is only 30 feet, so I could get to the middle and back, or I could get to the opposite side once.
I don't know what the liquid is in front of us, do we?
You saw it emulsify rock.
It's
Pure mana.
magic, just pure magic. I don't understand it, but don't touch it.
Yeah.
Also, I'm pretty sure Speed might be able to get over there on his own with his cloak, right?
I mean, if I know what it does.
Yeah, you all know what your stuff does. Yeah, you're all
Okay.
attuned to it and everything. Don't worry about it. You had literally an hour for a short rest earlier, so I assume you would have attuned to your thing then.
Fair enough.
So really, it's only sooner we need to get over there. So if I cast Spider Climb on you,
Yeah.
and then you can go wherever you want, and then, although if you're happy doing that, but unless somebody wants to go first and do something to go a bit closer, because I think Suna's probably the weaker of us and probably isn't the best one to send into.
Don't let her size fool
It's
you.
squishy.
She might be the tallest one of the group, but she is also the squishiest.
Yeah, that's what I was
I'm
sure.
a gentle giant.
She's not actually. No, you and me have the most hit points.
If nothing else, Misty Step is fast. Works well for scouting.
If you want to
But
go
again-
scout ahead, you go ahead. But
All right.
somebody make a decision, please.
Joran will step into the void, but in a blink, he reappears in the center.
Oh yeah. You, as you said, step into the void and reappear in the center. Joran, next to you, you can now get a very much better look at this eye. As I said, it is made of some kind of crystal structure, and it is looking directly at you. You can feel its gaze and the hum of something begins on the far side of the room. Next to you is this large mechanism that seems to be placed around a stone pedestal in the center. The stone pedestal's architecture very much resembles the architecture of the room you're in, but it is very apparent that this locking mechanism that is placed around it is foreign and different. In fact, it looks like it is made completely from bone.
Would Joran be savvy enough to figure that the stone pillar in the middle of this is probably an alabaster coil?
Yeah, this is definitely the alabaster coil.
Cool. I forgot I have a -1 intelligence. Cool.
You can suss it out through your charisma. The magic just speaks to you.
Okay, cool. Well, he is, however, well, dumb as rocks, so he's gonna touch the mechanism. Try to ascertain if it's something he could easily dismantle.
This this blackened bone structure is cold to your touch, and you can feel the flames start to grow towards you. This pinkish purple fire seems hungry for you. And this eye is boring into the back of your head.
I don't know what the best course of action here would be.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah, Joran will say that. Feel like the eye is waiting for something, but I don't know what, and that worries me. Joran is going to take his rapier and attempt to do some damage to the mechanism containing the coil.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll, please.
Nope, that's the Jeweled Sea. That's not a thing I want to do.
It seems like this structure is made of sterner stuff. This blackened bone is clearly enchanted in its construction. But this hostile action that you have taken against what was placed here activates the Guardian. Could I please have initiative rolls from everyone?
You may.
Oh, thank you. I'm a pacifist.
I would like to abstain.
Right, okay, initiative. Which one's initiative?
It's on the main page, kind of in the middle where your AC and speed are.
Right, okay. Oh, I got a +1 on initiative. That's cool.
Yeah, you can roll your initiative out in the open. It doesn't matter too much.
Oh, okay.
I like the surprise. It's
That's
fine. Right, we're level 6, right?
We're still waiting on speed.
Oh,
Are you level
did I not
6?
roll it?
No.
Are we level 6?
Yeah, you are level
Yeah.
Okay, I was
6.
gonna say.
Yeah.
My character's level 5.
Level 5.
Yeah. I thought I was missing some stuff.
No, you're not. You're a cleric 5, paladin 1. You're level 6.
Oh, I forgot that I'm multi-class. So
Yep.
I saw the
Okay.
5 and I was like, what the heck?
So, yeah, wild shape. I can swim, but I can't fly.
Alright, so folks, as soon as the cling sound resonates from this magic sword striking, the only reason why it didn't break is because it is a magic sword.
Oh god.
The golem-like creature unsteadily pulls itself together and up from where it was rooted for so very, very long. It is this creature's turn first. And it is going to jump over to here
Oh no.
and kind of land unsteadily on the side. It is going to make one of its attacks against Jordan.
Fair.
And it hits.
Oh good. Not good.
Blam. So as it jumps onto the side, it just slams its fist down into the stonework, and then it begins rushing around the side until it is here. It leaps across, and it is going to make its second attack, this time on Ruby. If it will roll. That is a hit. So with its second fist, it comes swinging from overhead and slams it down into this side as well. By
18.
At the end of its turn, it is literally holding on to the edge here with both of its fists slammed into the rock. It is Jordan's turn.
Yes, I don't love that.
How much did it hit you for?
24.
24, bloody hell.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so that was a quarter of my hit points.
That was a quarter of your hit points?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not doing great. I guess I'm going to... Can I, like, investigate this contraption to see if there's any way I can dismantle it or anything so that we can just bail on this before we get killed?
Yeah.
Would you like a roll?
Yes, please. Whatever you think would be appropriate. I think Arcane would probably be most appropriate, personally.
Cool. I have covered my character sheet. No, I covered the dice roll. Words. Hard.
Make it a Charisma Arcane, by the way.
Oh, okay.
So go to your, on the skills page, just click the skill until it says Charisma.
Okay.
You are a warlock, so you would be trying to intuit how things work more than you would be like, I know how this works.
Well, thank you. That +7 is much better than the previous +2.
Yeah. You extend your mind and your presence into this contraption, and you can see these profane runes metaphysically covering it, so much so that they are the actual structure itself. The only seam, the only place where these runic structures meet is in the very center, where it seems to be a receptacle for something. Something about the size of a human head.
Would that perhaps be roughly the same size as the eye and the chest of the Guardian?
Yeah.
Cool. Love that for us. So that was my action. I don't know if I actually have any useful bonus action spells, so I think that's probably me.
I would let you use that as a bonus action.
Oh, okay. In that case, I will Eldritch Blast. How do I actually roll an Eldritch Blast?
So you click the magnifying glass, and then where it says the attack modifier, you drag that onto the creature.
Thank you. $16?
16 does not break this creature's armor class.
Okay. Well, that's all right. That's Joran then.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. Your Eldritch Blast washes over one of this creature's arms, and it just... We can hear this magical rebound that's just kind of like resonating throughout the room. That's going to be speed.
It's me?
Yeah.
All right. Can I move here? Just in front of it without falling to my death.
You can't end your turn there, but you can move there.
Okay. You said its hands were like dug into the side,
Yeah.
like it was holding on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to attack its hands,
Okay.
specifically one at a time
Go ahead.
with each attack. All right. Actions. And then I just drop it on this guy. That's not gonna work.
Oof, that was a bad roll. Sorry, buddy.
Okay. Go for the other one then. Other hand, other side. Wow.
Sorry, man.
I'm just missing.
You bring your swords down one at a time, and they ting ting off the stone of the creature's hands that are, again, dug into the side here. Is that your turn, buddy?
I'm gonna move back here to the other side, and I'm gonna say I tried to knock it off. I don't know what to do, and that's it.
With you moving out of its threat range, it's going to get to make an attack of opportunity against you.
I don't believe so because I attacked it.
Oh, you're right. You have the thingy. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot. You took a feat, people, right? Is it a feat or a
Yes.
class
Yep.
feature? Yeah.
It's a feat. Yeah.
Very
Mobile, right?
nice.
Yeah. As long as I attack it, it doesn't get an opportunity to attack against me.
Nice.
Very cool. All right, very cool. Suna, your turn.
Okay. I'm going to continue to stay back here, and I'm gonna hit it with a guiding bolt. Is it? It's attack, not cast, right?
It's an attack roll. You need to drag it onto the creature, though. Super burst.
I know. I had grabbed cast by mistake.
That's a hit.
All right, that's the hit. Hell yeah.
All right.
Right. You just see Asuna, like, kind of back up a little bit, hold out her hand, hit it with a lightning bolt, and then she goes invisible as a bonus action.
Nice.
Did you see the sliver of HP it took off the avatar?
Yeah. We
Just
see-
a smidge.
What color is
Like
the
we're
lightning?
like, yeah, 15.
What color is the lightning bolt?
It's probably just white.
Okay. So
It's
we
like
see
pure light.
Yeah, so we see like a pure white lightning bolt extend from your hand and just like hit it in the face. And it doesn't even budge or acknowledge that as a couple pieces of its face crumbles down into the part below.
For flavor, I'll say Suna sees how little damage she did, just like, oh shit, and then go invisible.
Ruby.
I'm just checking. The Eldritch Blast.
Oh,
The
sure,
Eldritch
thank you,
Blast is a white mana, white magic, and Guiding Bolt is like electric.
No, there's no distinction like that in this setting. It's the distinctions are arcane and divine, and then warlocks can be anything in between or something else.
I'm just like, it doesn't seem like it's got a particular weakness, is what I was
from the
trying
elements.
to.
So she was doing radiant damage, it did not seem to take any extra damage from radiant damage. The force damage did not go through from the Eldritch Blast, so we wouldn't know. The attack didn't break its armor class.
But they're both radiant damage, aren't they?
No. Eldritch
No,
Blast is force
okay.
damage.
Okay. Right, I instead, anyway, am going to do some healing. I'm going to do a healing word on our friend who is currently down below the, yeah, that's 25. Do I just drag it on?
If you're doing a higher level, then just right-click for the additional level. So if you're doing like a second level Cure Wounds, you do 1 right-click. If you're doing a third level, then it would be 2 right-clicks. Just if you are upcasting it, that's how you do it.
D4, so, is it worth me doing a second level? Yes, I think so.
Thank you for the advantage, by the way, Odie, to, I'm guessing, you guys.
Oh, I hope so.
I think I'm dragging this onto the right character. Yes!
Thank you.
You can also do it on the tokens, by the way.
Alright, okay. That might have been more helpful.
But you did get it right.
I don't believe I can do anything else. I click my second level spell slot. I think, yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna have to stay here because if not, I'll get attacked.
Okay. So, at the top of the turn order, we can see that it looks like this creature's body is so ancient and so weathered that one of its arms that it was using to suspend itself, as it's pulling itself up, crumbles off and removes one of its attacks. It does, however, climb up. And it is going to now... This eye gazing upon all of you, you can feel this ethereal cold. And it's just going to unleash a beam upon all 5 of you.
It can't see me.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to see you.
Dang it.
Those of you who failed, you are slowed. So what that means is, on a failed save, a target can't take reactions, its speed is halved, and it can't make more than 1 attack on its turn. In addition, the target can take either an action or a bonus action on its turn, but not both. These effects last for 1 minute. A target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on a success. Joran, it's your turn.
Cool. I actually just remembered that Eldritch Blast being a cantrip scales at level, so I was probably supposed to make a second attack roll during that last one.
Yep.
But I will just bear that in mind for this turn. Joran is going to call out to the party, get the heart, and I'm going to give a Bardic Inspiration to Speed. I don't know how I apply that in this, or is that just a case that we'll just remember?
So if you go to Bardic Inspiration on your thing, it should be on there, I hope. Yeah, the magnifying glass, you can drag the effect onto him.
Okay, cool.
I mean, it's really just going to be up to us to remember that he has the D4, but you can do that just so that we remember it's there.
Cool. And there, I will once again attempt an Eldritch Blast, launching both beams at... Oh, sorry.
Nice.
Keep forgetting to use the dice roll. No, don't go there. Would you like me to roll it again, or are you okay with that?
No, you did it perfectly right. You threw it at the creature. Yeah, just throw it at the creature, it's fine.
Oh, right, sorry. Cool.
Yeah, no, the only time I care about the dice tower is during skill challenge, or skill rolls, typically.
Okay. Do they both hit?
Yeah, absolutely. It'll tell you if they hit, by the way, in the chat.
2d10 in that case.
Oh, yeah. What's it look like?
Joran just kind of thrusts with his rapier, and there's like a beam, not quite of light. It's kind of gray somehow. just sort of darts out from the tip of the sword, crosses the distance, and hits it in the back, I suppose.
Yeah. We can see like some of the stonework crack and crumble and starts to fall away behind it. Is that your turn?
Yes. Yeah.
Wonderful. Speed.
I'm slowed, right? Yeah. Okay.
Nope. You have the ring of free action.
Well, the other effects would still apply, right?
Nope.
Like my speed can't be tampered with, so I can still move my full movement speed. But what about the action economy thing?
It looks like when it tried to... Did it try to apply the effect to you? Did it apply the effect to anybody that failed? It looks like it didn't actually apply the effect to anybody. So then in that case, yes. You are correct there. Your
Okay,
speed
just
is
making sure.
normal, though.
I'm just going to attack either way, but I just wanted to clear that up. So one of the arms like fell off.
Yeah.
Are there any cracks in the other one?
In the other arm, no. In the leg, in one of the legs, there are.
Okay, I'm going to specifically target the cracks in the one of the legs.
Hell yeah.
And try to make some attacks on it.
Give it to him.
I'm still getting used to this software, which is amazing, by the way.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Hit.
Yo. And then I can just do this as well. And then I'd like to attack the same spot again. Like the same exact spot. Even kind of like stabbing my blade in there. Oof.
Don't forget you get a d6 for your inspiration.
I could use that.
Inspiration is a reroll. It's a...
Bardic Inspiration?
Oh, Bardic Inspiration. Thank you.
Yeah, you get the Bardic one. Yeah.
Sorry. There's too many things that use the same keywords in 5e.
Right?
So then I can just roll a d6.
Yeah, you need 4 up, I believe.
Oh,
I believe. Let me double check on that. No, 3 up. Armor class 17.
oh, got it. Got it then. Just barely, but got it.
Give it to him.
My little damage die.
Hell yeah. Alright, so good news, bad news on this one, Speed. You certainly do crumble that leg with the force of your impact, but the weapon damage itself was completely, like, it did nothing. This creature
Makes
is
sense.
made of stone.
Yeah.
But we can see, like, bits of dust crumbling out, and it's looking like it's about to teeter over. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Suna. I don't remember who failed the slow check. Suna got a 27, so you passed. Looks like Speed and Ruby both failed.
Gotcha. Let's see.
Oh, I can re-roll that though, right? Now?
Which one?
At the end of my turn, the save for the slow?
Yes. Yes.
What kind of save is it?
Wisdom, sorry.
I'm going to throw a healing word at
17, sorry.
you. At you. There we go. A little health there.
Heal the Warlock!
And
Oh, thank you.
yeah, I think I'm no longer invisible. I
Right.
don't think I have any bonus actions.
That was a
other
bonus
than
action,
going
healing
invisible
word.
again.
Healing Word is
Oh,
a bonus
that's right.
action. Also, you failed the slow saving throw, which means you can only take an action or a bonus action, not both. You also cannot take reactions when your speed is halved.
Are you sure it failed?
You got. Oh,
I
you
got
were
a
the one that passed.
27.
God damn it! I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're the one that passed. I'm
I
sorry.
was like, how did a
literally just said that a
27
minute ago.
fail?
I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. Yeah, my bad.
Hey, what do we say about those words,
I'm
man?
a silly Billy. I'm a silly Billy. I'm sorry, Will.
That's a little better.
I'll allow it for now.
I guess I'm gonna summon my spirit guardians.
You just cast a bonus action spell. You can still only cast one leveled spell in your turn.
I can only cast 1 level spell.
Yeah, if you have an action cantrip, you can do that.
Mm. Uh, let's just give guidance to Ruby.
Okay. So Ruby, you have a D4 to add to an attack roll, skill check of your choice, or saving throw of your choice. And that is your turn, right, Suna? Yep. Okay,
Mhm.
Ruby.
Actually, I am just gonna move back, but
Okay.
Right. So, I just want to check this again. It's I have a range of 90 feet on this, so I'm gonna cast Entangle.
1 second, I'm sorry, but I'm an asshole. This creature has a reach of 10 feet, so Suna, when you step out of its range, it gets an attack of opportunity.
within 10 feet of him.
You were within 10 feet, and then you stepped backwards, so that means that you moved out. The good news is I rolled a natural 1, so I didn't hit it.
Okay, that's fine.
Go ahead, Ruby,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I need to cast it. It's a 20 feet radius. And I don't know how to use the thingy on this. So yeah. I don't want to obviously hit speed, but I want to hit the Alabaster Coil Guardian.
Okay.
Every time I say Alabaster, I think of the Mighty Boosh, and none of you are going to get that reference because you're all like Americans.
I'm Irish, Mash. I
know.
get some references.
Okay, but like
I did grow up under a rock though, so no, Mighty Bush is beyond me.
Okay.
Fine.
Is this a first or second level spell, by the way?
Alright, I just lost everything there.
I believe Entangle's a second level spell?
Entangle's a first level.
First level spell, okay. Good to hear.
Yeah. So.
Okay, go ahead and drag
right,
the
so
DC
how
onto
do
the
I-
guy. So click the magnifying glass, and where it says DC, go ahead and drag that onto the big guy.
No.
He succeeds on a saving throw.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah, I can't do nothing. It does One-Eyed Larry attack independently, or is it like?
I believe you use your action to command him, and then he follows your orders.
Right.
You can channel spells through him, though, if he's your familiar. If he's your animal companion.
Okay. I'm just gonna leave it like that then, because that was my effort.
Okie dokie. At the top of the turn order, this creature tumbles downwards, its leg crumbling from the force and from age. It falls down to where it's got one leg and then only to the knee on its other leg. It's completely missing one arm, and it's kind of holding itself upright with the other arm. It's in somewhat of a kneeling position, and it is now going to attack speed, the closest person to it. It's a dirty 20.
Oof.
And yeah, it lashes out, blam, slamming you down. It almost knocks you into the pool. You can it slams you with the flat of its hand, trying to just pancake you. And as we see some of the rocks around you crumbling off and sizzling into the ground above, it reaches its hand to get a kill blow, but you manage to roll out of the way, and it just slams its fist onto nothing. Jorin, it is your turn.
Hello. So remember I mentioned that I don't know how warlocks work?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to apply Hexblade's Curse now, which I should have done some time
I
ago.
was wondering why you didn't earlier, but I got distracted and forgot to ask you.
It's all good, that's on me. I guess I'm just going to Eldritch Blast again. I feel like nobody really isn't that much. Actually, I don't have any of my healing spells set up on this character sheet. That's fine. We'll Eldritch Blast.
I don't
Two
believe bards get
beams.
spellcasting until 2nd level.
Oh, really?
I think
Okay.
so. I think so. I could be wrong, but I think so.
Okay. One of those hit.
Indeed. Yeah.
A whopping 6 damage.
Oh, yeah. So you lash out with another blast of eldritch energy that catches the creature's head and, like, it just turns to dust. It's like half a head now. It doesn't seem to need that head too much, though.
Okay, cool. That is Joran.
Ruby, could I get another wisdom saving throw from you? I'm sorry, I forgot about the slow effect.
Yeah, no, I did remember.
I was
but
coming back to
was
speed.
going-
Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want me just to do it now?
Yeah, wisdom saving throw, please.
Just do it. Saves. Strength. Dex.
It's on the main page on the right hand side. Yeah, you passed. You got a 24. You need a 17. You are no longer under the effects of slow. It is the turn of speed.
So this like eye thing in the middle, does it possibly look like I could get behind it at all with my blade, like an attempt to pry it?
Yeah, maybe. It would be a pretty high check, but you could try.
Seeing as my weapons don't seem to be doing much of anything, I would like to attempt that.
All right. First of all, give us an attack roll to see if you can get on in there with your sword.
All right.
One shy.
One shy.
You have
like-
a reroll and you have your inspiration still.
Well, I mean, if it counts as like an attack, I could technically do it one more time, right?
You're still in
'Cause I have two
effects of
attack
slow,
rolls.
right?
Yeah, but I have two
forgot to
like
say it last
multi-attack.
turn. I forgot to say it last turn, but it says that when you take the attack action, you can only make one attack on it.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then. Okay, I'm gonna be mad.
Use the resources.
Wait, what do
Didn't
I
we
have?
get an advantage?
Yeah. you
Yeah,
have
we got
advantage
one random
from
advantage.
chat. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool with you using the advantage if everyone else is.
Yeah.
Likewise.
Okay, I will attempt to do so then.
Chances are you got a 51% chance of getting this. So let's go. Let's go!
Hey.
5% better than you did last time is exactly how much better you needed. Let's go.
I just needed that 5%. You know. Thanks for that.
Odie, you rule. Thank you for the advantage. Thank you, buddy. Now let's get a strength athletics check.
Okay. Skills, athletics.
I will warn you, this is going to be higher than its armor class.
I figured, but I do have a +5, so
That's good.
good roll, not a good roll.
Natural 1.
Wow.
I feel like I broke my sword.
Definitely.
The advantage wouldn't apply to that part also?
2 different
No.
rolls. It's like
Yeah.
grappling, basically.
Could you use your reroll
You do have your
My
reroll.
inspiration.
or your inspiration?
All sweating in pirate get up for inspiration. We better use it.
I am a little sweaty
Right?
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't great up here.
Use your reroll.
I'm using everything for this. It's fine. I'm using the reroll.
Can't do worse, okay?
That is true. Oh man,
God damn it.
Oh,
Just throw the
my
inspiration
rolls
too,
are
why not?
terrible.
oof. I'm so sorry.
Okay. No, it's okay.
You sink one of your blades in, and when you can feel it tink and break off. You have slightly knocked this thing out a smidge. It will lower the DC by 2, but you have
Okay.
definitely broken one of your swords.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm probably gonna attempt it again, but that's it for me right now. For now. Oh,
Soon-
let me make my save.
Oh yes, please.
Wisdom save, right?
Yeah.
I'm not good. It's a -1. Nope.
Oof. Suna.
Realistically, do I have any idea how long it would take to pry this stone out? Like, is that something he could possibly get in one turn?
If he
Or
rolled
is
high
it
enough,
gonna be-
yeah. He did not roll high
I don't know
enough,
if
so he just reduced the DC a little bit.
I'm trying to think if it's worth summoning my spiritual spirit guardians. I don't want to summon them and then we get the stone and that guy's dead.
Everybody else is using the resources, so I would say do with that information what you will.
That's true. I guess I'll go ahead and summon them just in case things go bad. Yeah. Alright. I summon my spirit guardians.
Go ahead and drag the DC onto him once you are within range. I believe it's 15 feet. He succeeds, he takes half damage. You can just drag the damage die onto him, it'll automatically have it for you.
A little something.
So we see that the stone itself is not what is getting, like, the radiant damage applied to it by this spell that you are casting. It's actually the eye that is set onto this creature itself. It is kind of burning away, and we can see the edges of this. It's made of that same bone, like the frame that holds the eye is made out of the same bone structure. It's starting to sizzle away along the edges. Anything else?
Nope, that's it for me.
Ruby.
So Speed is directly in front of Ruby. Am I able to like kind of nudge him out of the way a bit so he's, or would that affect anything?
What do you mean nudge him out of the way? You can't.
It's fine. I'm just gonna go around. It's fine. I'm just gonna go around him. It's fine.
Okay.
So Ruby's gonna go to there, and she is going to aim directly at the eye, and she is going to cast Moonbeam
Nice.
directly in its face. It is.
Yeah, right in the eye's face.
Right in the eyes.
Yeah.
Face.
Right, so I drag the DC onto it.
Yes.
Isn't the pupil just the face of the eye?
So it's going to take half damage, so go ahead and drag the damage onto it as well, and it will automatically have it.
Also, did Speed roll to try and break out of the thingy?
Yes.
He
Yeah.
did? Okay.
Right.
Alright, so we can
And-
see that much the same as what just happened with that spell that Suna let off, more of it starts to dust along the edges. Is that your turn, Ruby?
Yes.
Okay. This creature is going to crumble at the waist. It is now literally just a torso and an arm with the eye that is on it. It can no longer move, and its lower body like falls off into the energy below. It raises a fist, and seeing what our good friend Speed here is trying to do to it, it's gonna make an attack roll at him. That is a hit. The good news is that it does not deal damage. The bad news is that it is going to attempt to grapple you, Speed. You can use strength, athletics, and dexterity acrobatics to try and get out of this grapple.
All right. Athletics it is. That's the roll I needed before.
So it grabs you and it's trying to throw you, but you are so slick and so dexterous that you just like do a backwards tumble out of its grasp, landing feet first back onto the solid ground. It was going to try and throw you into Joran and knock you both off into the energy and to your deaths.
Cool.
Joran, it is your turn.
I am going to grant another bardic inspiration to our friend Speed here, and Joran saw Speed attempting to get the gem out with his sword, right? And presumably saw the sword break.
Yeah, definitely. He's got another one.
Would Joran be aware if the other sword is magical?
It's not.
Cool.
You would know that. Yeah. They're just regular swords.
Can Joran throw his very magical sword to speed?
Is it not upwards though?
I don't know. Am I low, or was it the magical?
It's even.
Okay, yeah. There we go. Is that a possibility, Derek?
Yeah. Yeah, you can throw your sword that you have a very deep and personal soul connection with to somebody else to use to pry a gem out of a golem.
I can make it disappear with a thought. I can make it reappear in my hand with an action. It's all good. This sword can't die.
What check would you think would be most fitting for that?
I don't know. It's like a ranged attack, but I'm not trying to kill anything with it, so it doesn't matter if it misses as long as it lands in the same area.
I think just a flat dexterity check makes the most sense to me. I can't think of a skill that would mesh into that the best unless we were going to do athletics. In which case
I could go with
see
athletics. Cool. In that case, we will go with athletics. I don't want to know. Just tell me how it does.
You barely make that. The blade goes end over end before it stabs straight into the molten stonework at Speed's feet. A pool of this energy bubbles up like magma.
Well, Joran will just cry out, "Use it!" That's also how you get your Vedic inspiration. Such moving words, you know?
Good words. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Speed.
All right, I drop the sword in my hand, pick up this one, and attempt to pry out the gem.
Give it to him.
Would you like me to roll an attack again?
Yes, please. You get a +2 to this, I believe, because it is a magic weapon.
Yes, 2 on top of my roll.
Yep. So that is a 19 total. That hits.
Oh shit! I didn't roll it on him. It's okay though.
And strength athletics to try to pry it out.
Okay.
The DC has been lowered a good margin by all of everybody's collective efforts.
Ooh, 21.
And that is enough. Please paint us a picture, Will.
Yeah.
So after doing this backflip to get away from this guy's swooping hand, I kind of land on like half knee, like one knee, leave my sword behind, run up, grab this other sword, take it with both my hands, and just slam it into the slot that I had already made. And in doing so, just completely disconnect it from the statue.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the magical might of this sword holds true. Not a scratch on it, just with a loud metallic. You shatter this structure. We can see the eye has this like ring of blue fire that emanates off of it, knocking everyone around to their knees and just completely atomizing the stone structure of the golem behind it. And as it clanks to your feet, we can see the eye itself is like lashing out with energy. It is just cascading in effect. I would like a skill challenge now for you folks to get this thing squared away.
We take a very tiny break beforehand.
Or wait till after?
Can I come back in just 1 minute? I
Sure.
really have to use the bathroom. I'm sorry.
I was planning on taking a break as soon as we were done with this.
Good, because I think the
Oh,
doggo
good.
needs a wee wee.
So what exactly are we doing? Picking this thing up and trying
so
to
we
put it in
need
the...
4 successes before we need 2 failures. You can use any of your skills, any of your spells. Anything that you can see would be fitting to getting this thing where it needs to go and locking it down.
Can I just jump on it and like grab it and then use my cloak to teleport myself
Yes,
to the middle platform?
that would be 1 success, yeah. Yeah, you So you take this eye itself in its loosened structure and...
Night. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Lie down.
You appear next to Joran and the structure. Everybody gets a chance here.
Joran will, I suppose, attempt to assist in wrangling the gem eye thing however he can, which I guess in this instance would probably just be to attempt to help holding onto it so it can be positioned properly.
Okay. What skill would you like to make in order to do that?
No way I could roll this as charisma, right?
Charisma Arcana, maybe? I could see you trying to literally, like, wrestling with this arcane energy and, like, shove it back in.
Truly, you are a kind and benevolent leader. Let's go, +7.
Definitely. That is 2 successes. So, yeah, we can see Speed just picking this thing up, disappearing in a cloud of smoke, and then reappearing on the other side. Is it a cloud of smoke? What does it look like when you use your item?
Yeah, it's like a smoke bomb essentially.
Yeah, reappearing next to Joran, who I assume instantly takes his focus and just like holds it up, and we can see this arc of piercing blue-white lightning just like swirling from the mists that are creating this vortex all around and like cascading into your focus, and then you're probably like channeling this into the eye itself, like
Get back where you came from.
or whatever it is that Joran would feel appropriate to say in this scenario.
Hey, you, stop it.
That leaves our final 2 homies to bring it home. We need 2 more successes. Any spells or any skills?
My question is, what would count if Ruby were to transform into something using wild shape and hit it with that form? Would that be the success, or would I then have to roll a success based on the skill of the creature that she transformed into?
I would say that that's burning a resource, so that is a temporary success. Anytime that you're burning a spell, it's temporarily a success. Typically, that means that it can be set back if something else happens. Like if you fail, if Natalie were to then go on and fail, it might set that back depending on the circumstances, narratively speaking.
Wild shape comes under features.
So that would be a resource, that would be a temporary success.
Alright, okay. So yeah, it says she can go into a crocodile, so I figured instead of a crocodile, what about like some big, chonky, kind of dwarf size gorilla? Because obviously she's a little bit smaller, so she won't be as big as a normal gorilla.
Sure.
So she's gonna, like, as she's like running and jumping towards this thing, transforms into this giant gorilla as she's like lifting her arms, and it just kind of like transforms as she's moving, and she just kind of buffs it in the face in the thingy.
Yeah, absolutely.
To kind of
you use your
help.
overwhelming gorilla strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just just like slamming into it over and over again.
Like
trying to slam it into
WrestleMania.
place. Natalie, bring us home, girl. 1 success remaining.
Am I over there, or am I still...
Space is kind of if you can get over there, then you can get over there, narratively speaking.
I could feel like in my large form, I could probably make that jump.
Okay. It would go from a 20-foot
so I know
jump
how...
to a 10-foot jump size, we speak, I guess.
I
Really,
think I could...
works. But sure. For the purposes of this skill challenge, yes.
Anywho. I know how skill challenges work. We're just trying to get this thing inside its slot.
Yeah, so that is effectively where we are at with it now.
Okay. Does being in my large form give me any extra strength?
Does it
I know
say
it does
if
for carrying weight. It does for carrying weight. So I feel like if I can carry more, I can also, like, hit harder.
I will ask for a strength athletics check in this case, and you will have advantage on it for being a big girl.
Okay. I'm just gonna... Oops. I didn't mean to put, needed the advantage first. I'm just gonna try and strong arm it in there. Just like lean my huge frame on top of it and just push.
Oh, yeah. 15 is
Okay.
exactly what you
That's not
needed.
Nice.
Ooh.
Stand back. I've got this.
Yeah. You and the gorilla's combined strength just slamming it into its fixture. We can see it rolling over, the eyes, energy cackling with this lightning, and with a final explosive force, the flame turns from pink to bluish white. And it's... We can get this like panoramic view of that nether sea. And we can see at the top of the pilot lighthouse, the flame ignites. And let's go to a break. Don't go anywhere, anybody. We're going to take a quick 5 to 10. We will be back with more Booty Revenge of the Demon King. Two. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back. Thank y'all so much for your patience and waiting. We surely do appreciate you. Before we move on any further, we are doing a giveaway today, sponsored by the Shady Sale. You can do ! raffle in chat, and it will enter you to win a custom resin dice tray. It is a skull. It is badass, and we are extremely grateful. Thank you, Shady Sale, for partnering with us in this giveaway for the launch of Booty. Fantastic stuff, folks. Enter for your chance to win. With all of that being said, folks, what's up?
I said you didn't want your cats on your stream. This is why. Like, go away. Go away. Oh. What? So we're
now that
escaping.
We have seen that blinding flash of white from the flame, and our heroes are on the platform above where they just were, about midway down that tower before they were teleported to the crux of it.
No.
The keeper floating next to you, that sort of gem set into him, it's white now. It's still kind of blue, but it is positively glowing with power. And you get this empathic kind of sensation in your mind that you recognize as alien to your own mind. Like, it's not coming from you, but it is this sensation of gratitude and calm. The structure floats and says, "Thank you."
What now?
What now, indeed?
A pedestal kind of rises out of the ground between the four of you, and on it is this, it looks like, to your sailor eyes, a six-sided die, but blown up to be about the size of maybe 4.5 inches by 4.5 inches. It's a cube. You can see that there is a rune on each side, as if it was like the face of the die, on all of them but one. It is not counting any number, and in fact, it is no known language that these runes are, but there's this air of calm around this cube that he has presented as he says, "This is what I promised before. Should you finish the sequence?" And you can all kind of feel this etching of a design into the back of your mind. "Upon your transportation, this will allow me to mesh with it. From then on, or rather to that end, I will send you to the last location that you know of in this region. It will be up to you to progress further."
Very well.
Have you any questions before we depart from one another?
Will they all be like this? A guardian, a key.
That I do not know. I will be able to access them now that the pilot house has, the pilot coil has been lit. However, seeing what is actually there will require you taking this device with you.
Very well. Who would like to do the honors?
I just reach out and grab it
Good old speed.
with speed.
Add Strange Cube to your character sheet. It weighs a pound.
Strange cube. Got it.
I am not sure how long it will be until your friend arrives in Point Peridot. I can assure you, however, that he will arrive there within time.
Good.
Know this. if you fail along your journey, the entire world will burn with you.
No pressure, right?
No pressure at all.
I suppose we should probably get to it then.
The portal activates once more. Best of luck. I'll be with you when I can.
Thank you. Jordan will turn towards the portal and look to his companions. Another adventure, I guess.
To adventure.
Adventure it is.
You're here.
Maybe I'll kind of like call Larry to make sure he's holding on to the staff as she runs once more into a portal.
The next thing that you see is the familiar seaside of Point Peridot. We can very quickly hear the collapse and the opening and collapse of the portal that you stepped through as it silences behind. And you are back in the town that you left.
It all started.
There's a hustle and bustle, people going here and there. It's about noon. You can see that the city is busy. City's probably generous. The town is busy, going about their day, and trade is, as always, the number one thing of import here in Peridot Point. The thing that you do notice, however, is that there are no ships leaving harbor. It seems like the ones that are here are the same ones that you all remember seeing the last time that you were in port.
Curious. I feel we should be concerned about that.
I think we should be concerned about a great many things.
Yeah, I was gonna say
What just happened to us?
Fair.
Would that be our concern, or would it be? Yeah.
You tell me.
Well,
Is it going to stop us? Is it something that's going to stop us from leaving?
We'll have to find out what it is first.
first we need something to leave on.
Perhaps we should return to the tavern and see if we can get any updates on what's been going on and whether or not anybody's seen the ship. I mean, we're told nobody survived, but maybe somebody has news.
If nothing
We
else,
need to find Beef Castle.
precisely.
And a vessel of opportunity for ourselves.
The tavern's probably a good place to start then.
Most certainly. If nothing else, I think I need a drink.
I agree.
Yes.
Fair. So, our heroes make their way to the tavern. As you make your way inside, you can see that it is positively packed with people. So much so that you probably decide that somebody's going to need to go get drinks, and like half of you needs to go get drinks, and the other half of you is going to have to go rummage up a table somewhere, because there is just so many sailors and tradesmen and what have you packed in this here tavern.
Is that uncommon? Like, is it an exceptionally large number?
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
I'm certainly unsettled by all of this.
Well, if nothing else, one of these sailors will surely know when no ships are leaving harbor.
You can't see the map, by the way.
You can't see the map at all?
I can't either. I don't know why they
There we
always
go.
start off black. I can see now.
Thank you.
Who is collecting drinks?
Thanks for the
And who
hydrate,
is
Chickadee.
getting a table?
Jordan will take a table, I guess. I think he's probably the most suited of the party to brooding in a corner, so he'll do that while everyone else is doing other things.
Ruby's short stature might make going through a crowded bar with pints a bit of an issue, so maybe she'll join you in taking the
that.
table. Huh?
I will.
You're
What?
roboting out really bad, Natalie.
Yeah.
I am?
Yeah, you're fine now.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. I don't know why that happened.
Internet. flew.
So I'll size myself up. So I'm not making myself size large, but maybe like size medium. So I'm like literally towering over the crowd and can easily push my way through over to the bar area.
Yeah. That would be your natural size. So you're just naturally tall because Fearbolgs are like, you know, half Fey, half giant people. Half elf, half giant people. Yeah, absolutely. You just kind of push your way on through the crowd up to the bar.
Forgot to ask everyone what they wanted to drink. Oh well. Give me 4 pints of ale.
That'll be a
Who
silver.
doesn't like ale? Slap it on the table.
We'll give you a pitcher for 2.
Why the hell not?
Yeah. So he takes the silver from you, smiles, and says, "There you go. Here's the pitcher. Here's 4 mugs, and let us know if there's anything you need. We're kind of busy, but we might have a room available if you're needing one. Just give us a shout."
Will do. Make my way back over to the table where everyone's presumably sitting. Put the drinks down. Alright, that would cost me 3 gold. Or, I mean, sorry, 3 silver.
Is that concerning?
Is the price concerning? Yeah. It's a little bit marked up right now.
No, I just meant like, does it break the bank?
Oh. I don't know. Does that break your bank, Suna?
Didn't we get like a
No,
bunch
but
of treasure?
Yeah.
I'm basically hinting that I would like to be repaid while also lying about the actual price I paid. I told them 3 silver instead of the 2.
Do you have change for a gold piece?
Think so.
Well then. Joram will place a gold piece on the table. I like to imagine he knows what's up, he just doesn't care.
Yeah, Ruby just flings a silver. She's well aware of Suna's tricks at this point. She's just too tired to care. She just wants to sit and have a drink and sort through her mental inventory.
It's just reflex for her at this point. She's not even thinking about it. Just brings the drinks over. It's like, oh, 3 silver pieces. That's what I paid.
How much can a pitcher cost, Michael? 10 platinum?
Jesus Christ.
Apologies, like
Oh, I love that show. It's a good reference. Yeah, so the ale is cold and refreshing. After the last 24 hours that you folks just endured, it probably feels like exactly what you need right now.
I think perhaps given the absurd amount of sailors in here, it might be best to wait until things quieten down before we try pestering the bar staff for information. Any thoughts?
Yeah, we also might have to look at the possibility of lodgings, because we're not going anywhere fast.
Of course, the ship.
We have no lodgings, because that's where we used to sleep.
They did say they have rooms here.
Well,
Might be
that's
a good
good.
idea. Until we figure out something more permanent.
Suna will probably drink the rest of her beer or ale in one gulp, get up, and she'll just, in the background, go secure some lodgings for the night.
I'll soon also be lying about the price of those.
Oh, of course. It's never a ridiculous amount, just enough to not be suspicious if people aren't paying attention.
Service
Or
charge,
just
it's fine.
claim, you know, she can easily claim it was a mistake if someone calls her out on it. Oh, did I say 3? I meant 2. My apologies.
It's a convenience fee.
So it's 5
It's
silver.
convenient for me.
5 silver a day per
silver a day.
person.
Oof.
Okay. Is there any kind of deal
Nope.
for all this? No?
It is a bear market.
Business is too good for that kind of stuff.
True.
We don't really have much choice. We'll have to suck it up anyway.
Oh no. How will you ever financially recover from this? Check your
I know.
stories.
Checked a minute ago, I still only had 10 gold.
Yeah, it does only say like I only have like 9 gold in my actual inventory, but I know that I've got like.
Oh,
it says I have nothing. I'm poor.
Hey, I'm not covering your half of the lodging.
All my
That's
treasure,
what
my
people
treasure
see now.
says 0.
If you check the party sheet, which is
kidding.
right next to the combat tracker, and then you go to the inventory on it, which is the second tab, you'll see where all the gold and everything is located, including the
I
treasure.
forgot about that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, there's like 4,000 gold in there.
Mm.
Yeah, you'll literally have like a small chest with all this loot laden in with it. The chest itself is probably incredibly valuable as well. Like gold trim and what have you,
Oh.
bound with exotic leathers.
Fancy.
So we're waiting for things to clear out before pestering the staff. Do we want to maybe strike up any conversations with patrons?
With patrons?
Maybe one of the sailors.
Hmm.
Is there anybody in the bar who looks friendly or approachable without like annoying them?
To your lot, yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, there would absolutely they would recognize you as folks of the sea, and you know you would have that kind of like mutual respect for one another's profession, if nothing else. How you approach them might dictate how they interact with you, though.
Yeah, Ruby kind of looks for one who looks friendly.
Give me an investigation
And-
check or perception, one of the two.
Investigation is there. Perception. Oh, that's slightly better. Let's see it fail.
So, you take your time searching around, and you find a, we'll say, younger seafaring person. They seem to have this kind of like greenish skin, and as you get closer, you recognize that they are a half-orc. They have kind of hidden tusks that they seem to have filed down a bit.
Oh, who's this?
Hey, I'm Ruby. We recently left port and wound up here, separate from one of our friends, Monty Beefcastle. I was wondering if maybe you'd heard of him.
Monty. Yeah, of course everyone knows Monty. Owes me some money.
I'm sure he does. He owes me money too.
You find the little fucker, you let me know. I'm gonna hold him upside down until he can't breathe.
I would be happy for you to do that, but I am trying to find him first. I was wondering if maybe you could keep an ear out, and if I ever come back, I could, you know, get that money for you.
I don't need help in collecting my own debt, but if I hear anything, I'll let you know.
Thanks. There seems to be a lot more people in this time round. It was a lot quieter last time I was here.
Yep, port's been on lockdown for about a week now. Looks like, I don't know. We hear rumors. Not too sure what it is.
What kind of rumors?
Well, crazy ones. Heard that it's a snake person for one. Heard that it's 3 kobolds in a trench coat for 2. Really couldn't tell you what the third one is because it was some amorphous like, I don't know. These are just the rumors.
Still, there must be a reason they're keeping everyone in port.
Oh, sorry. I'm wasted. Yeah, all those things that I was just talking about, that's some killer they're looking for.
A killer?
Yeah.
He takes another long draught out of his beer, belching loudly.
What kind of killer?
Like I said, either some amorphous shifting thing, a snake person, or 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
Yeah, how did he kill? Do you know? Who were the people murdered?
I don't know.
No.
What am I, a guard?
It's not a bad idea though. Thank you. I'll be sure to let Monty know about that debt if I see him.
Yeah. Yeah. Same here, Fred.
She flicks the silver onto the table and says, "Here, to tide you over till Monty gets back."
Hey, beer here is 2 silver.
And he kind of
She's
gives you a
like,
toothy grin.
and she's like, "Do you know what? Have it. Have another one on me." And she gives him 3 instead.
I like you.
Thanks. And she's like, walks back and lets her companions know what she found out.
He nudges his friend in the background like, look at that, I just got 2 drinks, bitch. And we see you rejoining your friends at the table.
Killer.
Ooh.
That doesn't bode well.
There's something
Could
about
simply-
a snake person as well.
Hmm. You could simply try to secure a ship and flee the port, but then we'd have an armada chasing us.
Indeed.
Might need to do some more research on this one.
Is there perchance another nearby dock somewhere?
No.
Didn't think so, but can't hurt to ask.
You guys don't have a map yet, but no, Peridot Point is an isolated island.
Gotcha.
Oh, we still know Monty's supposed to come here at some point, so we can have a mooch around. Perhaps, I mean, are we gonna? Is it something we want to get involved with?
A killer?
If it's stopping us from leaving, then yes.
But that's probably the only reason I would consider it, frankly. We might have to.
So then our goals are twofold: find a ship and figure out a way to leave, which
Aye.
may include tracking down a killer.
We're turning
Yes!
vigilante.
Woof!
Fancy that.
Mhm.
We are.
It has been a weird few days.
We wear many caps, I guess.
With big feathers.
That seems to me like probably the perfect point to end the session.
Yes.
All right. Well, folks,
Foreshadowing.
thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for being here to the premiere of Booty. I hope
That
this was
was
fun
awesome. So good, dude. Well done.
for y'all. Oh, thank you. I put a lot of effort into this beforehand. A lot. And I got a lot of help from homies too. So shout outs to the homies. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for my my cast, my homies right here. Right here, I can do this, I guess, because I'm in the middle. Right here for being here. Thank you guys. I love you. Everybody in chat, thank y'all so much for being here. We love you. We appreciate y'all. Let's say what we do, where we can be found, and promo whatever you guys want people to check out. Natalie, start us off.
You guys can catch me here Saturdays playing Booty and Lancer, and on alternating Saturdays, Cupid Syndicate. Wednesdays playing Mouse Guard, and Thursdays, well, I should clarify, every other Wednesday and every other Thursday, Mouse Guard, and why am I blanking on the name? Call of Cthulhu on Redemption VA's channel. Other than that, I'm on Twitter at LidZozoBeans. That's it.
Oh yeah, thank you, baby. Thank you for being here. Much appreciated. Much love as always. Mash.
Hey, I have another magazine coming out. It's Treat Your Geek. It's cosplay, video game reviews. It's old school. So like, do you remember when you get the old Nintendo magazine? I wanted to replicate that, but in like a more modern way. And yeah, it's chaos, but it's good chaos. And we've got some new stuff. So we're really excited about this issue. So check it out. And I'll be back on Twitch tomorrow. We just finished reading book 3, so I don't know what we're doing tomorrow, but we'll be on Twitch.
Very exciting. That's
Yes.
awesome. Well, thank you for being here, Mash. Much appreciated, dude. Much love.
Love it. Every time's awesome. And obviously I'll be back for Blood War next week, and Lost Haven Arts, the Wandering campaign where I get to play Pearl Tuck, which is super fun.
Hell yeah. You play a very good Took, by the way. That's not an insult, but when I see you play a really good Took.
I had so many marshmallows. It's not an excuse, but I'd had like an entire bag of marshmallows, and the sugar hit me like a train. And yeah, I just caused chaos.
It was good though. It was exactly what you'd expected from a Took, yeah. I know just enough Lord of the Rings for that reference to not be lost on me. Will, my homie.
What's up? I'm Will, or the Burnt Coin, on Twitter, and I do maps. I have a couple commission slots open right now, a couple things in the works as well, which is great. But yeah, you can find me there. Check me out, and obviously find me here for Booty. So.
Oh yeah, thank you for being here, Will. Much appreciated. So glad to have you back on the channel, man. I've missed.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's been awesome. This is great.
Yeah, I'm glad. Vincent, first campaign on the channel. So glad to have you, buddy. What's up?
Oh, thank you for having me. It's a lot of fun. I love it. I go by Aimbar Cartography on basically everything. I make horror-themed battle maps. I stream making those maps on Monday nights. I stream horror games, or whatever I'm feeling, I guess, on Thursday nights. That's kind of my whole shtick. And I guess I'm here now, so that's also pretty cool. That's
You're
kind
playing
of it. Maps,
Mortuary
games,
Systems, right?
Yeah, I've been playing the Mortuary Systems.
I'm sad that I missed that.
That was a time. That is a visceral game.
Sorry, I didn't cut you off.
Did my first one on Thursday. Oh, you're fine. Did my first one on Thursday, and it didn't go great. I finished it, but it didn't go great. So we're gonna try again, probably in 2 weeks actually, because I won't be around this Thursday. But that's fine. Yeah, that's me. Lots of rambling like that.
Well, thank you for being here, man. Much appreciated. Much love. I'm really glad that we got to have you back and have you on the campaign, dude.
Thank you, Derek.
Absolutely. Well, folks, you can catch us a little bit later today at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time with some Lancer, hosted by VA Redemption. That's our good boy, Red. If you like mechs and you like madness with super cool anime fight scenes that feels kind of like Dungeons & Dragons 4th edition combat, but not in a bad way, check it out. It's really fun. We really enjoy it, and cannot wait for that. We are going to be raiding into Nathan of Reckless Attack. He is streaming some Pokemans and we want to share the love because he's always so wonderful and supportive of us. So don't go anywhere, folks. Let's make some noise when we get in there.
Don't we have something to give away?
Fuck,
Yes,
you are
we
so
do.
right. I am so
Oh, yeah.
silly Billy. I'm telling you, I'm so silly Billy, bro. Thank you. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and do the drawing for this. Let's get a drum roll, please. Close giveaway. Pick winner. It is being a pain in my ass. Okay, go ahead. And Chaotic Neutral Chickadee!
Ooh, good job, Chickadee.
Chickadee, you win.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go, dude.
That's
Hell yeah.
awesome.
I'm so jealous. I want one. I'm gonna get one.
Congrats.
I don't have any dice, but I'm gonna get one. I have one set of dice.
Hell yeah. Well, congratulations, Chickadee. I will be in contact with you for how to set all that up for being the recipient. Thank you again to the Shady Sale for sponsoring such a forgetful person as I. I really appreciate you there,
Push
Will.
you!
Holding me up.
I will beat you up.
That's
Go
fair.
beat him up for saying that. Go smack him now. Go do it.
I'll be right back.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Yes.
Oh no. Oh no. All right.
He
Well,
literally made a joke the other day, being like, "Oh God, you and Natalie are gonna be like hanging out now," and he's like, "Oh shit."
I'm gonna find out how dumb I really am. All right, folks. Thank you again for being here. We love you. We appreciate you. This was wonderful. I cannot wait for the next session that is going to be 2 weeks from now, I believe, assuming that all the schedules coalesce and everything is honky-dory. Yeah, Lancer tonight, Vampire the Requiem tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. The final session of Curse of Strahd Rise of Alma on Monday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. We are finishing it off. It is going to be basically a big boss fight of an episode, of a big session. So check that out. It's going to be awesome. Wednesday, Mouse Guard at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And Call of Cthulhu Thursday on Red's channel. Good night, everybody. Thank you for being here. We love you. Bye.
Bye.